Welcome friends, welcome to the Learn with Chetan, and in the today's video lecture we will discuss about gel electrophoresis technique. Gel electrophoresis technique is the technique which is used to separate the molecules on the basis of their size. Means we are separating the molecules on the basis of their size. We are separating molecules such as DNA, RNA or proteins in the gel electrophoresis technique. Okay. Now as the title indicate that gel electrophoresis means that in this method we will discuss in detail about gel and what is meant by electrophoresis. Electrophoresis means that separation by using electricity. Okay, we are learn something about electricity in this method. Okay, we are separating DNA, RNA or proteins in the gel electrophoresis on the basis of their size. Now in gel electrophoresis there are two types of gel basically used. One is agarose gel and another one is polyacrylamide gel. One is agarose gel and another one is polyacrylamide gel. Agarose gel is the kind of gel having larger pore size and it is porous in nature, and due to this it can separate the large size particles such as DNA or RNA. We can separate DNA or RNA with the help of agarose gel electrophoresis technique. While in polyacrylamide gel electrophoresis, polyacrylamide gel having the small pore size, and due to the small pore size we are separating small size particles such as proteins. Okay, such as proteins. In this video we will discuss in detail about agarose gel electrophoresis, while in the next video we will discussing about polyacrylamide gel electrophoresis technique. Now what is meant by agarose gel electrophoresis technique? How it exactly work? What is the procedure of this? In the agarose gel electrophoresis, the first and basic step to prepare the gel, to prepare agarose gel. We are preparing the agarose gel from the agarose powder. Agarose powder is the polysaccharide carbohydrate which is obtaining from the seaweeds. Okay, we take the agarose powder, dissolve it into the buffer solution like as TBE or TBA, and this mixture we are placing in the microwave for the 2 to 3 minute reaction. So after 2 to 3 minute reaction we remove the mixture from the microwave, cool it about 60 to 65 degrees Celsius. After cooling this mixture up to the 60 to 65 degrees Celsius, we pour this agarose solution into the tray which is known as gel casting tray. Now the characteristics of gel casting tray is that it is a simple kind of tray, and at the end of this tray there is a one comb is attached. Okay, we are pouring our agarose solution into the tray and kept it for about 50 to 20 minutes, and after 50 to 20 minutes we are seeing that the agarose solution now gets converted into the semi-solid gel. Means solution gets converted into the gel, means here is our agarose gel is ready. Now what we can do, we are removing the comb which is attached at the one end of the tray. We are removing the comb, and at the position of comb there are some wells are created, and the use of wells later on for the loading of our DNA sample. Okay, now in the next step we take this gel casting tray and put it into the electrophoresis chamber. Here is the main concept. Now start is that electrophoresis chamber is the chamber. It contains the two electrodes, anode and cathode. Okay, we put our gel casting tray into the electrophoresis chamber, and then we are cover all the gel tray with the buffer solution. Okay, we are adding the buffer solution on the gel casting tray and cover all the gel with the buffer solution. Then what we can do in the next step, we are loading our DNA samples now. And in the first well, note it that in the first well we are loading ladder DNA, means known DNA, and on the basis of this first well we are detecting the another sample DNA. Means in the another wells which are remaining, in these another wells we are loading our sample DNA. Okay, after that what we can do, in the next step we are doing the generation of electricity or supply of electricity to the electrophoresis chamber. Now all arrangement is now okay and we are supplying the electric current, electricity. Now what happened in the next step? After supplying of electricity, the migration of ions are now takes place in the gel, in the total buffer and along with gel also. And due to the migration of ions, migration of fragments of DNA are also takes place. And note that DNA are always negatively charged particles, and due to this they are always attracted toward the positively charged particles, like as here is the anode. Means our DNA particles are moved towards the anode. Okay. Now after that, the movement of these DNA fragment takes place. But here is the main mechanism, here is the main principle how the molecules are separated in the gel electrophoresis technique. Because DNA fragments are present in the samples are of various shapes, some are various size, some are larger size, some are smaller size, and those DNA samples, those DNA fragments are small in size, are easily passed through the pores, while as those are having the large size, they are trapped due to the pores. Okay, and in this fashion the separation of these DNA takes place, DNA fragments are takes place. Now in the next step we are stopping the electric current, electric supply, and these gel casting tray or this gel tray is removing outside the chamber, and the staining of these DNA fragment is takes place with the help of ethidium bromide dye. Okay, we are stain our DNA fragment with the help of ethidium bromide, and after that we put this total tray in the under UV light, and it produces the fluorescence, and all the DNA are now detected, all the DNA fragments are detected. So this is the simple method of gel electrophoresis. If you hope so you like this video, and if you like this video, and then press the like button, hit the subscribe button, and share with your colleagues more and more. Thank you very much.